I've been trapping all day, couldn't get away from my dope scale. I'm a coast stunner, road runner, you got no bells. More money, I need more sales. Make it hell, make it rain shells. I'm a trap, make this money till my hand down, keep it strapped.
Welcome back to the Weekend Warriors, episode 25. We got our boy Casey here with us today. We're going to sit down and, chop up a wide variety of topics. It's going to be kind of a different one, a little more laid back. And we're just going to get right into it. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good, dog.
Hey, I'm glad to have you here. This is, shit, honestly, of all people, from rappers, videographers, comedians, fighters, you might be the hardest person I've ever had to line up a pod with.
That's a big statement.
Hard man to get on the couch.
Yeah.
Man.
No, I appreciate you having me, man.
You caught him 3 times other times, but
I be catching bro everywhere. Just he's busy.
The podcast got put off, and I've seen you like 3 other places since then. So
literally, and every time we were like, "Shit, bro, we got to do it."
I'm like, "Fuck, bro."
He made our other plan, a plan that wasn't even a plan. I was like, "Hey, you want to come to my show?" Bro comes to the show. Bro, we'll talk about that in the pod.
Yeah,
that was funny. That was funny. I gotta talk about that.
I got too high that night too.
Nah, we'll talk.
People don't realize that's what people don't realize.
So
they think the weed man, that they should be smoking the most. I'm over here like,
it's your fault this time.
So when I threw my event, party at Patchwork, and if you were there, you're there. It's a pretty exclusive thing because Jen shut it down pretty early. But he pulled up and he's like, I thought he was doing a pop up, like he was gonna sell tree, like he's gonna sell it. Maybe y'all good.
Yeah. Pulled up and said Merry Christmas.
Bro, pulled up and said, he said Jen. I'm like, what? I was like, how much are the prices? I'm gonna start telling people. He goes, bro, just show them that they follow me on Instagram, free. I was like, what the fuck, bro's over here with his bags. There you go.
Here you go.
People are just
no, that's the move though, bro. I mean, you ain't gotta make money off everything. We were just talking about it with the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like that shit sticks with people.
Sometimes
too.
the relationships are worth way more than money. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like that shit sticks with people. You know what I'm saying? You give them some shit one time for free at a show or something. They remember like, oh, that was a cool dude, and he gave me a free joint or whatever. Yeah. Next time they go on the dispo, they see that sitting on the counter and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that because I'm gonna show bro love because he showed me love last weekend.
That was like, fuck, I'm gonna invite bro to my shit.
Literally. There you go. And that's the other thing, inviting. Even that, but like even just on another like worldly tip, like if I'm broke down or have a flat on the side of the road and they're like, that's that dude that was, or I'm getting jumped downtown because I ran my mouth, some dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? They're like, wait a minute, that's that dude that we gotta.
That's bro that gave us the pre-roll.
Not like real relationship shit though.
Yeah,
I try to set that up, man. Like I think that's the only reason I've been successful with anything is like word of mouth or reputation, like just being solid. Like your brother said.
Yeah.
Like, you ask your brothers about me. I mean, there's that gap. They're probably gonna say nothing but good things. So
yeah, that's facts.
I hope
that's facts. Hey, anybody I've ever talked to about you, just as far as like the shit we have planned and stuff we're trying to do and things like that, everybody's always said good things. So that's definitely something that you can stand on. That you've definitely been doing.
Yeah, I don't ever.
Doing the right things when it comes to that.
Yeah, I try not to fuck nobody over or do anything wrong.
Absolutely, because like you said, you never know when you need a motherfucker. You don't want to be known as an asshole regardless. You know.
Real. And what's crazy is I be like I put off the asshole shit, like the asshole vibe, just because I be like kind of like reclusive or like antisocial a little bit, but like. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Never hit me with
because honestly, like the first time that I ever really
arrogant, maybe. Like,
yeah.
I won't like socialize. They may think I feel like I'm better than them.
I met you because you was just showing love.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first time.
I was like, this motherfucker showed me hella love.
The first time I could ever even recall like interacting with you is like we went to the Big Splash adult night. It's not Big Splash anymore, but I'm calling it Big Splash.
What the hell? What year is
like
this?
Big Splash adult night. It was
Big Splash.
No, I call it Big Splash too though. It's been like 10 different things.
It was like last summer.
Safari
Remember when they were doing like the motorcycle shit in there?
Safari Joe's.
Yeah, bro was there and he walked up and talked to us. And that was like the first time I talked to you, since I was probably like a little kid or some shit. Yeah. And ever since then I was like, shit, that's my guy, bro. It's cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I recognize you just because I seen your brothers used to post you, and I keep up with anything wrestling and shit like that. So like I'd see it and I'd be like, oh, okay, the youngest brother really had the juice.
Hey, like, a little bit.
The younger it got, the more juice was in the system.
Hey, that's usually how it works though. Like my whole life growing up around wrestling and different sports and things like that is like any set of brothers, if it's like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Usually the youngest one is always the coldest for whatever reason. Which, I mean, it makes sense because, like, the other 3 went before him, or 4, or whatever it was, you know.
Teaching him everything.
But his older brothers went before him, and he kind of, learned from their mistakes, learned from the things that they did right,
That's the definition
wrong.
of the Ball brothers, bro. Literally.
My boy LaMelo.
Yeah. Melo come out, he's just a
But honestly, if Lonzo wasn't injury prone, Lonzo's actually.
Yeah,
I feel like Lonzo's nasty. Bro's defense is crazy.
My little brother, he was like that. He's better in football than me. He's just like smart wise, you know what I mean? Just,
So since I'm an only child, does that mean I'm like the worst? How does
that work?
You're the best.
Yeah, no, there's no measuring stick. Exactly.
You're the man, regardless. My daughter's the only child too, and she has that syndrome. It's like no matter what, she's good because there's no comparison.
Bruh, so this is something that one of the homies that runs a dispensary told me the other day, and I want to know if you've heard about it too. But I heard that people in Tulsa, like Tulsa and Oklahoma in general, have been getting caught putting like different types of, like, what do you say, like PCP gin,
spraying their weed in PCP,
like pesticides. Like fake
minor levels of PCP,
like fake,
kind of make addiction.
Yeah,
so they just keep coming.
And then like
weird
like
shit.
word. They said like fake flavorings and things too to like make it smell and taste better and shit.
Now you're onto something.
But like I've heard from him, and then bro I work with literally like told me this week that he had just got some shit that like bro smokes heavy every day. I know bro can handle this shit. He told me he's like, I'm positive I got some shit from, I can't remember where he said, but he's like, I'm positive this shit was laced. Like, it had to be laced with something. He's like, that shit had me fucking tweaking.
I mean, not in Oklahoma. I mean, if it's on the shelf now, Metric did enough regulation to where it's like, they got testing,
No, there was just
right?
a bust. There was just a bust in Claremore.
It was like
so that's what I was gonna say.
Specific type thing.
Yeah, so like, but what the sprayed part, so there's like 2 different parts you touch there. Kind of, which you wouldn't know unless you're like really into.
Well, I mean, I know they have like terpenes and things like that where it's real flavoring, like that's actually.
So they're doing that.
Extracted
They're hitting this stuff with it, and that's not supposed to. And I think that's more black market shit. And the other is kind of the black market. Now, if a dispensary is doing that, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that is fucking wild. Like, you know what I mean?
Because I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It
was a Claremore. Claremore dispensary got busted.
Yeah, that is what it was
for spraying their weed in PCP.
Because our homie works at one of the other locations.
Report, or was it like
our homie runs the other location. This is like one of the.
Was he hating?
The dispensary got like shut down. No, they got like shut down. Like it's one of the other locations.
We gotta find out the name of this
for the company. I'll tell you after the pod. I can tell you
after the pod.
Yeah, I can tell you. I can confirm all of it.
Okay.
No, that's just crazy though. For real, bro.
So yeah, I want to know about that. That's wild.
So shit to speak on.
PCP, they're losing money. I always thought if people lace drugs that. They're laced weed that they're losing money. It's like, why not just sell this and the weed?
I don't know. If they're selling some fucking...
To try to like make them come back? Is that the whole...
Everybody don't have flavor chasers.
Or it's the lure into like, really, you've been smoking PCP. Here's
you get shake, or you have like some shake.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't flavor chasers, bro. They're trying to sell some fucking mid as some gas. Yeah. So they put some perfume on it.
Reggie Miller!
and put some PCP in that shit.
Those people were taking some big risks if they're doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, probably so.
They're in jail.
They're probably doing a lot more things that maybe got them caught on to that. So they were probably, what they really probably caught them on was like the fact that they already had product that wasn't tested and certified. You know?
So like you touched on the black market.
So then they come there and test it. They're like, oh, there's PCP. My bad.
No, go ahead.
So yeah, then they test it and then they're like, oh shit, there's PCP on this motherfucker,
Yeah.
But what got them caught probably was the fact that they just, were doing dirty business anyway,
so
selling to people without cars.
You can sell PCP weed, just don't sell PCP.
But where I was going with that is like you touched on the black market, and that's something I know that has been a problem here since we've, legalized medical marijuana and things like that. Is like people. Even like immigrants moving in from other countries, like I know there's been like a lot of Chinese grow operations and things like that here in Oklahoma that have been busted.
Hell yeah!
From like people that don't have the proper paperwork and certifications and stuff.
That's.
So if it was an operation like that, I could see where it'd be easier for them to get away with doing something that was a little bit more sketchy.
Love my Asian people, but yeah,
I'm not saying Chinese specific.
No, the Asians are fucking up the game. Yeah. They're fucking up the game.
Here in Oklahoma,
my Asian people.
Yeah.
I love all my Asian people, but
Facts.
They definitely, there's some hustling motherfuckers. They're trying to get the money. They do what they can, but that's
and like I said, most of the people that I've seen busted like weren't U.S. citizens. Like they're literally people that like knew weed was legal here now. They had money.
They had that
came here
Cali mindset too, though. Like out there, like it was nothing. Like everybody's doing it.
Well, actually, we're gonna speak on that. So, what's your thoughts on what was I gonna say?
What's your thoughts on weed going from
Oh.
strictly medical here to recreational as well.
That was the word I was looking for.
Because
That's the big question.
Because I've been preaching to him for the longest. I'm against it, but I feel like you could be able to tell him a little bit better why.
You're probably doing that because you are a patient.
I'm not.
You're
Not on paper, motherfucker.
you're a patient as in like you get medicated.
I be smoking.
Okay.
The word is
All right,
drug
so-
addict.
Dude, what?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I be smoking.
Anyway, so yeah, so you come from that standpoint because that's what you're gonna hear. It's gonna cost you more, all those things. But whenever it comes to rec, we do want it in the fact of that it would kind of, I don't know, let everybody be legal at the same time because a lot of people aren't getting their med card.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, but it's still the access of like you can grow your own, whatever you, just everything. Rec is good, but for the customer, it could be not as good.
From my experience, and that's why I'm saying that I don't like it and I'm against it because like from my experiences going to other places where weed is legal, medically and recreationally. It's not near as good as it is here. Like if you go to Colorado,
It's 'cause they
and
put
you go
regulations on
into a dispensary and you're buying it recreationally.
Auto crunch.
The highest
Gotta throw that in there.
amount of milligram that you can get on an edible is 100 milligrams if you're getting it recreationally.
Boom. So that's
the
why
highest
I
amount
do-
of THC on the bud is much
Yeah.
lower too.
No,
So
no.
that's
That means
why
it's
I
more
don't
money
like
for
it.
the-
So when
and
it
like
go-
you said,
so
it's
if it
taxed
goes-
as fuck.
Yeah, so if it goes rec, get this part. Too loud, who knows? But if it goes
No,
rec,
it's
You,
a front facing mic.
yeah, you just gotta talk in the front. You're good. Yeah, that's perfect.
if it goes rec, a lot of like nationally, then a lot of people will still have the med side. So if you go to Colorado, they usually still have the med.
Oh yeah, it was in there. I just couldn't buy it. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like still go get your med card.
And
Whatever,
I noticed that shit was like exponentially more expensive too, to get the high grade shit.
Yeah, no doubt,
So I'm
no
like,
doubt.
damn, the people that have their medical cards here are honestly kind of getting fucked because of all the tourists and recreational and shit like that.
Yeah. No. So yes, I want rec
It's way cheaper here.
because
Way cheaper.
The price of the pack goes up.
Yeah, it's way cheaper here than Colorado.
Rec brings the price increase, and we're in this shit to make money at the end of the day. Like patience over profits, but if there ain't no profits, y'all ain't gonna have no weed.
Yeah.
But like,
And shit,
look how many people are. So to touch back, like to relate that to the fact of like what you were talking about with the people having like these grows and stuff that are legal or doing whatever they do, like the regulation when it becomes rec is a positive thing in the fact that it kind of wipes out the black market. You want in our shoes, you want the black market to kind of fade out, because it's taking our money.
Yeah, I mean, essentially. But also, I feel like in today's
And not to say that
I feel like in
respect the
today's
traditional market.
In today's age,
But-
though, and this is going off like
Like-
people I know and from my experiences and shit,
Yeah.
a lot of the black market is people that have a card that are going to a dispensary and buying that shit, and then they're just turning around and selling
Selling
it
to
to
their
someone
homies?
who doesn't have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
card for, a tax rate. So I think at the end of the day, that shit's not really directly affecting y'all, as much as people in the industry would think it is, but it might take, an extra 10 to 15% out of y'all's pockets, yeah, for sure.
I don't know, man. So like, within the past 6 months, OMMA and Metric have like cracked down, and there's probably been like
I've seen that, yeah, I've seen
50%
that.
of so if you imagine 50% of these grows getting wiped out, right? Whatever money, if maybe even out of those 50%, 10 to 20% of them sold to dispensaries, all those dispensaries just opened up as far as money now being able to be spent on something that's a real brand or a real product versus them trying to get the cheap pack and survive and do whatever. So the whole thing is if they can sell the weed for more, then we're making more money, vice versa. If we raise the price, they got to sell it for more.
It's inflation, yeah. It's the same as anything else.
And it needs to be there, bro. This shit's respect. Like, you don't go in Walmart and be asking for, like, the best shit for the cheapest price. Don't nobody do that. This is only in dispensaries that, like... this
No,
is,
nobody
like,
go to Walmart for the best shit, though.
you don't go in... you don't go in Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying?
No, where I was going with that, though, is
You
I
know
know
what I'm
you
saying?
have a heavy involvement with Flavor Chasers.
Yeah.
I know that is some of the best shit. So, you know, just to kind of like speak on that,
Shout out Rain Gardens.
Hey,
too.
yeah, shout out Flavor Chasers. You
Shout out
know,
Flavor Chasers.
I know you
Shout
be
out
holding
Rain
it down
Gardens.
for all,
I just recently started doing business with them too. That shit's
for a lot of the local brands. So, what is your level of involvement with Flavor Chasers? And you know, what do you do with them?
I'm just kind of like the face of it. You know, sales,
Like a brand ambassador?
sales, marketing. Just been around. Shout out my boy Nick. He's the owner of it. Just been around since like the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like been pushing the brand tough. Had it in my dispensary. It's just been like, I don't know. That was like my home. That's my home team. Recently, like as myself, I've kind of grown and like I've added some farms now. Like I said, Rain Gardens.
Yeah, I've seen you doing like some Pineapple Express looking type shit. You're like in a warehouse with this fool.
Yeah, so you know people like to see that. They want to see. They want to see.
No, I know you're really doing it though. Yeah.
Yeah. The average person doesn't get to see grows and shit like that. So I try to bring that, like, I don't know, bring that out to the internet. The internet's a weird thing. I'm 33, man. So like, just within the past 3 years, like,
gotta kind of watch that shit grow. Yeah.
Like I just kind of like got hip to it as far as like even using it. I'm old school, so it's like I would
You
never
just have like
show
a
my face on the
Facebook or
internet
something.
because I'm smoking weed. I'm like, nah, can't nobody see me smoking weed. Like, fuck, the cops are gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Then the shit goes legal, and I'm like, people are posting weed. Like,
My time has
what
come.
the fuck? I'm like, okay, this shit's kind of cool. Yeah. Like, I felt that way in 2018 when the shit like went legal.
Yeah.
I was like, my time has come.
Tulsa's favorite plug.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, put a stamp on it. You know, Ketty recently did that shit with music. We was talking about music and shit, but like just saying King of Tulsa. I thought Tulsa's favorite plug was like.
No, that shit's catchy as fuck, bro.
I just felt like it wasn't too hard on like everybody else, but like people who are consumers would be like, oh, that's cool, or dispensaries.
Yeah.
You know, but like people who like are in my industry that do the same thing I do, it's like favorite is a little bit different than best or like richest or whatever you want to say. That's like kind of like on some cocky shit. It's just favorite. Like, I mean, I don't even have the best shit. Like, I don't know, but I'm the most liked.
Shit,
you know
so
what I mean?
this-
I'm gonna give the best deal.
So to speak on favorite, like I know with Flavor Chasers, y'all did collaborations with different people and let people, you know, have a hand in like making strains and things like that. So, you know, like to give a little bit of love
Not
to
yet.
Flavor Chasers.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so
Not
y'all
yet.
are in the process of doing that. So like, what is your favorite Flavor Chasers strain? Just to let the people know. They want to go and try some.
Man, we don't grow it no more. We got some fire. Like
You
now.
can go ahead and say it though, and then let them know about now.
My favorite shit, and the people who know Flavor Chasers, they'll know. But we had this shit called Sweat Helmet. The Sweat Helmet.
That just sounds musty.
Doesn't it? The Sweat Helmet. Like you can just think back to football with that shit. Like
Yo.
your sweat helmet, or like
I know that shit was rank.
I don't know, your skateboard helmet. Like whatever helmet you motocross.
Yeah.
That motherfucker stunk. You know,
Yeah.
like just. But in general, that shit was some dope. Right now, new strains. We got some. Man, Gas Face is kind of our staple strain.
Like y'all's
Nobody
flagship.
Yeah,
type
ain't
of-
nobody really growing that shit. I guess I think
Okay.
it's probably in there, but that shit is just like consistent, high tester. You know what I mean? Funky, flavorful, turfed out, all that shit. So that's kind of our staple strain. Just because ain't nobody really growing it. If you got Gas Face, let me know. If you know a grower is growing.
Hey,
Gas
you heard it
Face,
from the man right here, though. If you're hearing it from him, you gotta go tap in
that
with the
boy
Gas
Nick,
Face
he
from
popped-
Flavor Chasers.
He popped the seeds. We probably went through like 10, 15 different plants, found the perfect one. I don't know if you guys know about pheno hunting and stuff, so that's kind of where the name comes from. Since we're talking about flavor,
I mean,
chasers.
that's essentially just like genetic breeding, right? Like you're just taking the best plant and breeding it to the best plant in order to get the best product.
so that's how they end up with the strain.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right about that part. But so what we do is like whenever they create the strain, or like so a lot of people in Oklahoma buy cuts and clones,
Yeah.
and then they grow it. Not a lot of people pop the seed and then, or multiple seeds, and then try to find which plant grows that strain the best.
They're starting off somebody else's shit, basically.
Right. Somebody's already popped the seed, found the strain, and now they sell the cuts because they know it's some fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now you got something that somebody else has. You know what I'm saying? We've bought cuts,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
Have y'all ever sold y'all shit before too? Like you,
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
you
so-
said not a lot of people have.
yeah,
the Gas Face.
we'll sell cuts. You know, there's like maybe a couple grows right now that recently got Gas Face or something, but you know, you gotta pay a ticket.
Yeah, I was about to
You know
say.
what I mean?
So would that be like? Is that a set rate?
People charge anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 just for the cut. That means like
Okay.
just for you to basically for you to be allowed to get it.
Yeah.
You
And
gotta pay
then
that.
you still gotta grow it and do all your shit and handle the production, the distribution, and everything.
Yeah. So, like we bought one recently. It's called Blue Lemonine. That's what I had rolled up before we started. It's some fire. You know what I mean? We bought that in. Somebody's already got it. So somebody else out there, or maybe 22 other people, could be growing it around the same time as us. So it puts that barrier. But Flavor Chasers, that's where the name kind of comes from. And it's like
Y'all are literally,
trying to figure out which one's the best, and then give you that. You know, so that's the dope part about it.
No, that is dope as fuck because I never even put that together as far as.
And not
the
to say
name.
nobody else is doing it. People are still popping seeds and doing it, but like a lot of times people pop seeds and they don't even grow some fire shit. They'll pop it and not find a keeper. You know what I mean? It's just like maybe like making dogs. Like you might have 2 badass bloodlines, but if the dog's weak or it's like they're all mutts looking or they die out, you know, whatever it may be, it wasn't worth it. So.
No, that makes perfect sense though, because I mean that's essentially what it is. It's just like genetic engineering, you know. You're just
like bulls, any animals, all that shit.
breeding the best
We
stuff.
do our fruit. We breed our fruit. I mean, look up at how many fruits were made off of like crossing it off of something.
And that's essentially how you make a new strain, right? Is you'll just take one existing strain, another existing strain, and crossbreed them, and then come up with a name, and that's a new strain.
Yeah, that shit's hard. I mean, I've never done no
We
shit
need
like
a strain.
that. So that's different. You know what I mean? So this is
I need a strain.
yeah. Y'all are gonna have a strain, and that's the wave as far as like you know what we've talked about before, just and what I've tried to put on some of these artists / rappers. You know what I mean?
All I'm gonna say is if we have some shit, I'm gonna do some extensive field testing, and it will put you on your fucking ass.
It will. It will. It'll be
But the
there.
thing is,
It's gonna have you fucking looking out the blinds every 10 minutes, bro.
I was
You're
telling
gonna be
Nate,
fucking geek.
I was like, we gotta have a name that's like the Weekend Warriors, but it's not like Weekend Warriors. I can't have people saying they're smoking Weekend Warriors.
That's what he was saying.
So-
He's like, Jen said, if we name it Weekend Warriors, then people are gonna say they're smoking on us. And I told him,
I was like,
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, I like
he's
it.
he's like, what else are we gonna name it? And they know it's us.
Yeah, I was like the weekend warrior.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
so that's what it is.
Weekend Warrior. It had to be Weekend Warrior.
Yeah.
And plus, I think it's just a dope shit. I like.
Or you know, you could do it to where it's like the Weekend Warriors choice, and it's just still called the same strain,
Exactly.
but it's got its own branding, and that's what I'm trying to bring to all these
Yeah.
people, and how I've been networking with you guys and everybody else is like trying to collab to where some of these companies or entrepreneurs feel like they have something that is actually connected to them in the collab.
It's
you
giving
know?
their product personality. It's putting like you said behind the flavor
Yeah.
chasers, like it's putting a face behind the product.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's it.
That does make a lot of sense because you would think, look at
I'm high as fuck.
me too.
What do we
God.
smoke, bro?
Bro, I'm good.
I'm here kind of cold and shit. And like, you know, I'm skinny as fuck, dog. I'm like, am I shaking on camera?
Hey,
Like, what the fuck?
you see me smoke it too, so
Yeah,
hey, you know it's good.
Now, what was that though?
PCP?
I don't even know. That was from Okie Wonderland. I can't remember what it was called though.
Shout out Alan at Okie Wonderland.
Yeah, Okie Wonderland got the gas for
Sean
sure.
Murray Murphy.
So, to speak on, some of the collaborations, shut the fuck up, and some things you've been doing. So, like, I know you've been having a lot of stuff going on with Too Fat lately, and that's someone who's had crazy motion out here. So, like,
this dude is crazy. Hold on.
I told
we gotta
you.
reset.
I told you.
Shout
But
out Too Fat. Hold on.
Yeah,
Too fast. We gonna get it started in this bitch.
Yeah. Nah.
So to speak on Too Fat, yeah, like what kind of are people gonna be smoking on Too Fat? Because
we got this some shit. I mean, I don't know if I can talk about it.
I mean, and you ain't gotta talk about it like that, but like, has Bro said anything about the name either? Like how he did, where he's like, I don't want people smoking Too Fat.
No, he didn't say that, but it's definitely he already came into like strain names, and I be telling people that I want to work with. I'm like, give me 3 names. If I don't like them, I'm gonna like think off of those to like give you some ideas back, and you tell me what you think about that, like incorporating your idea with mine, But like he had like 2 or 3 ideas that he wanted to do, and one of them was pretty hard, and that's kind of like what we're sticking with. Hopefully he pulls the trigger on it,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's got some stuff in the works. He's doing
Shit,
an album release
he
party.
has the
and
motion
shit coming.
behind it. Shit,
Now,
we
you
just got
going to
invited
that?
to that. Yeah, we're going. You know.
I think I will if you guys will.
Hey, let's get it then. We'll be the only white boys there.
That way,
Let's
my baby mama knows right now since we recorded this. That's where I'm really gonna be.
Hey, Casey will be there with
That's where
us.
I'm really gonna be.
We
at.
can FaceTime you outside of the function and
Next
prove he's with
Saturday?
us.
Was it? It's the Post something. Is that an OKC?
What? Yeah.
God. Check out
It said
see
Club
this
Poe.
weekend.
Hey,
It said
we'll be
Club Poe. But I'm wondering, like,
Last week's OKC.
is that
shit.
J Poe's shit, or do they just still happen to name it Poe?
I don't even know. I know I'll be there. Weekend Warriors live in effect. We'll have Casey
That
with
might
Two
be in the
us.
OKC.
Too Fat's album release. But no, I just reached out to him. How did that happen? No. AE, you know AE, Dot Connector. You might have seen me talking to him,
Maybe.
right in front of you.
Yeah.
It might have looked like me and him were arguing. He was talking to me like
Okay, maybe so. Maybe
real
so. Yeah.
emphatically, but emphatically. But now, anyways, he kind of linked us up. I'd share bro's music and stuff, and like I just thought his delivery and everything
Bro's
like
hard
that was
as
too
fuck.
far.
Yeah.
You know what
That
I mean? I
Ben
can tell
Him.
you, huh?
That Ben Him album.
Oh yeah. And so like I fucked with it, and then like I'd reached out like I don't know, but AE kind of made that connection because he had come here to record some shit with I think one of the first times with Didi. So and they had met over here in Tulsa. So like I think it was one of their first times recording, just to smoke out. You know what I mean? Do whatever, get some weed over there, do our thing, and I just dropped some shit off with him. You know, gave him a little care package. And then from there on, man, he's been fucking with me, you know.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think he's one of the. I mean, everybody says they know it. Like he's the hardest.
He's
working.
coming, yeah,
So
he's
that's why I
coming.
wanted to fuck with him. I'm like, bro, I like people that got grind. You know what I mean? I ain't on no bullshit. Like I reach out to some of these people and like they just bullshit, bro. Like they ain't even got a vision for themselves.
Nate, what have we been saying all week? All week. I've
They
been saying,
bullshit, bro.
I hate I'm finna do motherfucker.
We literally had
I
this
hate
conversation
I'm
today.
finna do motherfucker.
Bro, I hate
it.
And I like shout out if you haven't fucked with me yet, and I've presented the opportunity, but like when I present it to certain people, and it's not that it's nothing against them or anything like that. It's just some people either don't look at it serious and they don't realize the marketing. What'd you say? Anyways, they don't realize the marketing behind it or the business behind it because they're like really just only one lane in their shit, so they don't understand like how big it could be, or they just don't even believe in themselves. Maybe I don't know. You know, they ain't really pushing themselves like maybe I thought they were.
I think a lot of people just don't see the big picture too. Like I've literally talked about this with every single guest. Me and Jen talk about this every single day. Networking is the most powerful tool in business, life, relationships, anything. You have to be able to communicate with people and build a web of communication and have like different people in various different social groups and webs and things like that in order to give yourself a broad spectrum,
For
you know?
sure.
Well,
to put it in aspect, one of me and Nate's first videos was a beer Olympics, us drinking beer. But now me and Nate are hosting a comedy show tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you told me and Nate
And next
2
month
months
we're
ago,
emceeing a music
Yeah.
concert, you know,
If you
and
told
we
me and
emceed a
Nate-
music concert in
That's just
October,
hard, too.
so it
if you
just,
told me and Nate the same motherfuckers who sat here and recorded our first video that we would be hosting a comedy show within 8 months of starting, we would have looked at you and been like, bro, that don't even make sense. It's
Don't
not even
make
some
sense.
shit we would do.
Yeah. No, that's how it is, bro. And that's reach back on Too Fat. I actually had one dude, and I want to say this because this should be on the internet. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm older, so I don't really give a fuck about the internet. But like, I had this one dude inbox me like, "Hey, bro, you know him? Why you always posting stuff?" I don't know the exact line of how he said it, but it was like almost like saying like why if
Like,
you don't know him
like
why
like checking
like
you
I'm
type
dick
shit?
riding
Yeah.
type shit. And so I'm like here to clear the air. One, y'all motherfuckers got this ego of like dick riding or whatever it may be, and you just because you don't know marketing, you don't know.
No, you're like you're trying to
connection,
lift
you
somebody
do-
up.
Yeah, and just like what you just said is like the connections that like and two people that can provide like a positive source for each other, bro. That shit ain't dick riding, bro. No. And two, I'm a real fan. I'm a real fucking fan. Like I want somebody from Tulsa to blow. Like I thought June did that shit. You know what I mean? A little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I want people from Oklahoma in general, because all we got is college football and OSU wrestling.
Yeah.
And here lately, that shit's been whacked. So
Literally.
you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get real.
No, I
Like,
completely feel that though. And I feel like people kind of feel the same way about me sometimes because like I be posting Bobo's shit all the time, and I'm genuinely a huge fan. Like before I ever met bro, he was my favorite artist from Tulsa. Now
Yeah.
I just know the motherfucker. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
literally the
bro.
only difference.
No, we
I
don't
told-
know that. That's not that.
well, like
Fuck
that,
that. SDO Bobo, my brother.
that's our
bro.
guy. Like that's our guy. You know.
Yeah.
But before I ever even knew him, I was still listening to his music every single
To
day.
this
you
day,
know, so.
to this day, ask him, bro.
But people have asked me that before too. Like,
Yeah.
does he pay you to post his shit all the time? Are you actually
No,
friends?
G
Like
shit.
that's my guy. What do you mean?
No, G
Yeah.
shit. On some of my
No,
on some of
my
my
bad.
worst nights in like last couple months, I call Bobo. I got screenshots of me and Bobo talking on the phone for 4 hours, literally.
Yeah.
Not even about music half the time. We just talking. You know, me and Bobo is such a beautiful soul to me.
Yeah.
Because he reminds me a lot of me when I was trying to do this shit. But now I'm just a marketer. I ain't fucking this shit. But like,
He said, shout
me
out
and
to
bro
A&Rs.
talk. We bounce back and forth. Bobo is one of the most genuine people I ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Literally.
And see, that's another reason I fucked with Fat. I said Fat, but Too Fat is because like the first time I met him, like he seemed genuine, and that motherfucker just got out of the penitentiary. Like I already knew his mindset is like different than
Bro, it's been a whole decade. That motherfucker.
yeah, bro. So like it's different. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if a lot of you motherfuckers out here are real. I don't know if a lot of you rappers are real, and I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And see if if you're doing what's in your songs or if you live
Throw
the
me a
life.
name, I'll tell you.
You know what I mean? and then the other ones I do know. You know what I mean? I know their reputation. But like if I go outside of Oklahoma or try to get a bigger name, it's like you can't really do that. So my idea is just like, I mean, Runts did this shit. Young LB, shout out Young LB. Like that's where I got the game from, Cali, and being out there and going out there and just soaking up their game is like, as far as like connecting with artists and giving people strains and stuff like that, you know. But like in Oklahoma, you know what this dude did. You know what I'm saying? I know how Bobo is.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
approached Bobo. You know what I mean? He's gonna have some shit coming. He's gonna have a strain.
Hey,
You
he
know what I
already
mean?
told
That-
me. Yeah, he already told me. That's
you know,
just dope.
I'm meeting people like old school. I'm telling them, hey, meet me downtown. Let's
And
do
that's
this.
good greens.
and you already know because you asked me like the first time that we interacted and talked about doing some collaboration type shit. You're like,
Yeah.
who else do you know in Tulsa that you think would be good for something like this?
Yeah.
And that's the first person I told you was Bobo.
Yeah, and it's just like
And I sent you some of his music too, and you were like, damn, this shit's hard. I'm about to tap in with bro.
For sure. And what's crazy is whenever you did, I didn't realize that like maybe a year and a half ago, I had shared something to his.
Nah, bro,
and we had
bro
followed
shit's
each other. or whatever.
crazy, yeah.
But like I didn't know that was him at the time. So like fast forward and you gotta lay it down, and I'm like, okay, this shit kind of.
Yeah.
Man, shout out SDO Bobo.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
say it. Go ahead and
Come
say
on.
it
Somebody
again.
put
Go
that
ahead
shit on
and
the
say it
radio.
again.
Put lay it down on the radio. That's a
Oh,
radio
you
hit.
heard it. What?
Yeah, that's a radio hit.
Please, please, please.
Oh, man.
It's not, you know, it ain't
Shout
a whole
out
lot of
my brother,
cussing,
man.
ain't a whole lot of, you know,
SDO
It's
Bobo.
perfect.
I've been putting people on SDO Bobo since 2020.
yeah.
That's my dog. That's my guy. SDO. Shout out the guy. Shout out BTD. Still all the
But no,
guys,
you,
too.
you see the people that take it serious, you know. Shout out Dear Lover. We just had a meeting
Yeah.
too. Like
Shout out
I don't want to
Hey,
say too much
yeah,
on here,
big
let
shout
people
out
know.
Dear
But
Lover, too.
everybody,
Those are our guys,
everybody
too.
who's a real entrepreneur, I'm trying to connect with.
And I love it too. Honestly, I
Yeah.
feel like sometime soon we need to have like a summit with all of us. Because honestly, all the people
At the
that
summit.
you're
At
Well, this is
Summit
a
Club.
perfect
yeah,
year because
At Summit Club. You know
all
Summit
the
Club?
yeah Summit Club downtown. Because
Yeah.
like all the people that you're collaborating and doing things with are all the same people that we're collaborating with. So it seems like all the like-minded people, maybe all the people that are actually really trying to make some motion. Are naturally finding each other organically, so
And one of
you
the
know
first
we
times
might
in
as well all
Tulsa.
get together and do
And like,
something
I feel
crazy.
like,
For sure.
especially because I feel like it's the perfect time. I feel like 2023 was the biggest year in Tulsa media.
Because everything
ever.
got
Yeah.
cooking. That's
You-
like the
you had
year that
us,
everything got
Oklahoma
going.
in
no
general.
filter.
Yeah.
Come
Oklahoma in
through.
general, but especially Tulsa.
And now the OKC folks are starting to hop on it. We are not for the first time ever. For the first time ever, you got motherfuckers from
That shit's
OKC
hard.
and Tulsa really fuck with
Collaborating
each
and
other.
shit.
It's always been OKC versus
Exactly.
Tulsa. Now it's like Too Fat. Really, Too Fat and Didi built that bridge,
Bro,
Like
fuck the
built
Tulsa
bridge.
OKC shit. Like, let's get on
We
some real shit
Oklahoma.
because we
On some Oklahoma shit.
But like on some, if you think about it, those are two real reputable individuals from where they're from. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say it like that, and what they represent or what they've been connected to, right? And they're on the opposite sides. And not only do they take two
shout out
cities.
Phil Sosa too. I'm gonna leave you out, Phil Sosa. You've collabed with,
Oh yeah,
man. Shout out
Diddy
Big Sosa.
bop on a motherfucker real quick, you know. Shout out Phil Sosa.
My bad. I didn't do that. I couldn't hold Phil like that. My bad.
No, no,
I respect Phil too much to hold Phil like that.
No. He did a lot of connected too.
Yeah.
But right now, of like who's doing it is them two, and on a bigger level of like I said, being like where they're from, like being from the opposite sides, you know, like that's some crazy.
That's what's
shit.
crazy because like
They're bringing Tulsa, Oklahoma City, and maybe some politics
because
type
like
shit
2
together.
months ago, I was on the phone with Didi, and he was telling me, I just did this song with Too Fat. This can be crazy. Because we were planning to do a show, big show. It never happened. But me and Didi was just on the phone. He's like, I'm going to have Too Fat come out. Too Fat's going to come to Tulsa.
Yeah.
OKC artist, neighborhood artist, Hoover artist. This is like some crazy shit.
See, I didn't want to say too much, but you said
At this point, it's people know they have their song
they
now.
know.
Their song dropped,
So if you're
it's different now.
if you're combining that shit and then saying like, look, we're doing this to get the money to try to blow up to do some shit, they're really doing some shit that ain't nobody doing, and it's gonna piss off maybe even certain people that.
And
they
that's
fuck
why
with,
it's always shout out Too Fat, shout out Didi.
Shout out Didi. He's bullshitting. Didi bullshit. Quit bullshitting.
Nah, Didi is a bullshitting ass.
A bullshitting ass motherfucker, man.
Didi a bullshitting ass motherfucker.
Like he stays on the shit. I ain't gonna say bullshitting as a person, but when it comes to this fucking
shout out Didi, that's my dog.
this
that's my dog.
like media shit, he's real.
Oh yeah,
he's antisocial.
Didi, we're at episode 3. I've been asking Didi for episodes since episode 3. We're on 25 now.
Yeah.
And Didi's told me, just let me know when. But Didi won't line up the episode. Didi will call me at 4 a.m. You gonna still? Can I come in? Man, shout out Didi.
Shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's one thing he don't bullshit on is the music.
When I tell y'all, I've been saying when Didi dropped his album, 1527, it's up. I'm telling you.
Nah, but just like you've been saying, that's something me and Jim been talking about for a long time. We've been talking about everybody we've been working with is like, that's what it's gonna take in order for Tulsa and like Oklahoma to like get to that next level of like a Dallas or Atlanta or somewhere like that. Yep. Is all these people that are doing shit in their own spaces to like push behind each other and collaborate together to build that platform.
100% correct.
Because there's between OKC, like the OKC metro area and the Tulsa metro area, that's like 2 million people. That's a huge platform if you really take advantage of it.
And here recently in Tulsa has been one of the first times that like, and there's still hate because there's whatever. People are going to hate each other. But whenever I seen people supporting June, and then like after that, like you've seen people like actually kind of start to support like individuals rather than try to be the man. My favorite saying about Tulsa is everybody wants to be the man, like, and that's why nobody ends up being that man.
Everybody lifts everybody up, and
so everyone wants to be that guy, have this and do this. When you see people start coming together and pushing one person, you're gonna get on. Like it's gonna come around.
But the honest truth about Tulsa music, and I'll tell you, I've been in music marketing promo for the last 12, 13 years of my life, since I was 13 years old. I've been studying it. Yeah. Tulsa sound, the Cali, that's not a marketable sound. The biggest artist in that shit right now is EBK J-Bo. You go on his page, he only has 100-something thousand followers.
Literally. Yeah.
And that's the difference. And then you look at a Drake motherfucker, biggest artist in the world.
And that's like what we were talking about with Bobo. You were talking about that lay it down. That's something that could, Bobo, hit that 2
if we're speaking,
3 million.
If we're speaking of factuals, Bobo may not be the biggest artist in Tulsa.
Yeah.
But Bobo's sound
his sound could go farthest for sure.
His sound, he doesn't have a sound where it's like, oh, that's Cali. Oh, that's Louisiana.
That's Bobo.
Oh, that's New York. That's just, bro, and then be talking his shit.
Yeah, no.
And that's the difference.
I agree.
As a Tulsa artist, and I'm going to drop a gem right now on all y'all. Because any Tulsa artist who does anything big, let's look back at Bash the Rapper. When Bash the Rapper did the remix for the Briss song.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, the Briss song.
I didn't listen to that.
He did a whole remix, took bro's flow, made a remix on it, show bro love everything.
Yeah.
He got the Thizzlers post. Everybody from California was like, fake Briss, blah, blah, blah. Them motherfuckers hated that, like was so mad that bro was from Oklahoma jacking his swag like that so bad. They got the video taken down from YouTube. He had to repost it.
Really?
Literally, swear to God.
And then
I fuck with Bash, but like I'm saying is, as Oklahoma, you're doing a Cali swag.
Yeah.
So now everything you post.
Who are you relating to that? Who you saying is the
99% of people? I make Cali music.
Yeah.
When I get on the beat, I make Cali Detroit music. I don't make something called Oklahoma music.
Yeah.
I'm influenced.
So do you think that even though people could kind of relate like a Didi to it, Didi is one that's...
Didi makes the California type music.
But his shit, like what comes out of it and like...
So I have a question.
I
know where you're going.
I don't think there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's nothing wrong.
I know where you're going.
He's saying that people are like, he's putting them under under a genre. You know what I'm saying?
No, watch this.
Some people have Detroit style, some people have Cali style, some people have Texas style.
So there's two genres. I love Didi music. Didi is the best artist in the town. I said it right there. Put it on that. Put on stamp that.
Can I get my vape?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want you to keep that thought. Go ahead, finish it.
So look,
Yeah.
So look, so we're talking about all genre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he makes California music. He's not from California, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
So then look at this. Be like, oh, this dude makes hood music, but from the suburbs, so it sounds good. So that's the same shit. You look at that motherfucker like, oh, that's just tainted. But then
You said you was about to drop a gem.
that's a gym.
He's
So
like-
it's two different perspectives.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're you know what I'm saying. Oklahoma's a bad state example because Oklahoma's locked in with California crazy. If you know, you
And
know.
Oklahoma's
I don't
like-
elaborate.
Oklahoma's
I don't
like
elaborate.
crazy.
If you know, you know.
Oklahoma's
I
a
don't elaborate.
crazy mixing pot too. Like there's literally every single type of
But-
genre of
but
rap.
They come here. They
But
come
let me
here.
let-
There's like
They really come
every
here.
single type of genre of rap is represented in Tulsa alone.
But let me explain. So basically, the point I was getting there is not only are these Oklahoma artists going to have to make it with this sound, but then they're going to have to prove it to California, and then California's going to have to verify like, oh, this is hard.
Yeah.
Because
you're trying to drop
so
somebody else's shit.
let's say Didi, for example, makes a hit song, blows up, and he's has this sound. But then EBK J-Lo's like, oh, he not even from this shit. He's jacking sound. The bigger artist is gonna knock down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not saying that's.
I think
gonna
that's just
happen.
lame though.
Yeah.
Anybody punching down is lame.
But
as
that's
fuck.
how the industry go though. Like that's real shit. Like,
No, it does. It does.
but that's why June, the artist that made it, boom, he wasn't on no. It was just a sound everybody can fuck
It
with.
was his shit. Yeah.
Charlie Wilson, R&B singer. Anybody can get behind that.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
that's
specific
the,
sound.
the only thing, and that's why like I feel like, and you know, Dan kind of got his own sound too.
But Dan got that more Louisiana sound.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? That's a
But
difference.
with Didi, I feel like, bro, there's a certain energy that's different, even than the
Oh,
Cali
no,
shit.
Didi,
is
I'm
different.
not saying Didi shit is.
No. I'm
He's
just saying
it falls
shit.
under that genre.
because
yeah.
I don't listen to that shit. I don't
do.
listen to it,
That's
I
why I
don't.
know.
So he just knows that as Didi. Yeah.
and so
I see what you're saying, yeah.
So he like his sound is what put me onto it. Then I'm like, oh, okay, this is what he like. You know, his lane that he's kind of in. Or he sounds like, but like, bro, when he like, see, y'all say I'm dick riding when I say this, but bro,
No, not
when
at all.
I was in the stew with him and Too Fat, and when he comes on that shit, bro, and there ain't no really changing this dude's voice. He's got his own.
He's just
Jen told
talking.
me the same thing. Jen
When he's
literally
at-
told me the same thing.
I
It
was in
sound
that
crazy
that new
though.
video just
And
dropped.
when he say the shit, it's like it really got some. Instead of like a jab, it's a real.
No, swear to
haymaker.
God.
Nah,
Like,
boy,
it feel-
Jen told me-
the
I
energy
told
just
him
feels
this the other
something.
day.
Jen told me the same
I was like,
shit.
God damn, boy, he got something inside of him
Yeah.
that's like really trying to come out, like a little demon.
I
or
mean,
something,
like
you know
I
what I mean?
Jen said.
Bro, listen, that's what he
Like,
said.
so I was like, I feel it. I'd be like,
No, I feel it.
punch
I
somebody.
tell you this other time.
Okay, so I gotta
So
get
that
outta
video
here.
just
Yeah,
dropped, the new video just dropped, Free Trick Play. The new one he
that
just dropped.
shit.
But he
In
recorded
the
that
video,
with
shout out Dre Joseph. That shit embodied like kind of the
he recorded
The
it in our
energy.
studio. He recorded our studio. I
Real.
was in there. It was me, Waylon,
yeah.
all his peoples was in there. We was in there. We recorded, and I can tell you the moment in the studio I remember the most is when bro said Deucey Deuce got fully switched. Bro, we were all on the bitch like Deucey Deuce. Oh, we were like, oh! I remember
Yeah.
that. Man, shout out BTDD, man. Free Trick
Yeah.
Play.
And so like
I don't know.
but see, that's where I feel like Too Fat is like in his own lane because he be having like his own. It's like kind of like it, but it's not. It's like,
But I also feel Too Fat has more marketable music.
oh yeah,
It's because
Yeah.
that type of music, there's no real genre to it. You can be like, oh, it's Texas. Oh, it's Memphis.
No,
don't even wanna
that's too
talk-
fat. No, I agree with you on that.
Hold on, I got pee.
God
God
damn.
damn, I got pissed.
to get back to the marketing, that's pretty much yeah, bro. Tulsa and Oklahoma in general right now is the time. You know, Forbes, what, last year, 2 years ago, we was named number one entrepreneur city in the States. So, like, right now, I feel like it's that time. You said it yourself. You're like, I feel it. Like, I feel like people are actually, like, pushing each other, actually coming together, rotation, like, organically, like, meeting each other, everything.
Yeah, because, I mean, shit.
Shout out to the internet for
Yeah,
that, too.
I was going to say, especially like in a place like Tulsa where it's big, but it's not that big. Shit, it's not hard to see real motion, you know what I'm saying? If you see people actually out here every single day pushing
True.
whatever
That's
it is
true.
that they're doing, you're like, okay, this motherfucker's actually about
They
some
take
shit.
it
That's
serious.
I'm gonna
literally
see what
how I
they're going
found
on.
out who Too Fat was. Is because there's a week on my timeline where all I saw was Too
I think you
Fat.
said that.
Every single
I
day.
couldn't
yeah.
get away from this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jediah. You see where Jediah's at now.
Yeah.
You know, people who are out here doing shit constantly. The thing is about the media, and I hate to break the secret to y'all, is if you can make these motherfuckers believe you're doing something, they're gonna support you,
Facts.
whether you're doing nothing or not. I
Yeah.
know motherfuckers to this day who I look at their stories on Snapchat and Instagram, and be like I know these motherfuckers in real life, And these motherfuckers are fooled by this motherfucker. I know this motherfucker for real.
Yeah,
like,
it's like I know this.
to this day,
Bro has did shit today.
even ask Nate.
I seen him shit himself one time.
I'm not saying me and Nate are like hottest shit around, but there's been people that come up to me and Nate and be like, I watch y'all's pod, this, that, and we talk to me like, y'all are not like nothing like we thought we were gonna be. It's because people, once you get feedback, like, once people realize like, oh, other people like this person, I want to like this person too, so I can be like, oh, people don't even really know you, and then they meet you in real life, and like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like damn. That's
No,
just
you're
how
right.
it is.
Like perception is a motherfucker, man. So like if people think you're doing something, then
Cause shit,
it attracts.
Just like Jen says all the time, what you see on the internet of somebody is the highlights of their life. That's
Exactly.
the best version of
You're
that
watching
person.
their 81 point game.
You're not
their
really-
triple doubles.
you're not
watching
really
their-
seeing
they,
who that is
You know, they
for
had
the
a
most
torn
part,
ACL
yeah.
for 2 years.
Yeah.
You're not watching that.
You know
You're
what?
like-
You're not watching the practice they got hooped on by the G League
Yeah.
dude or the D League dude, whatever.
That's what
they
I'm
say
saying.
it
Like,
is.
I feel like that's the reason why our generation is so fucked up the way it is, and everybody's so fucked up is because we had the internet. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, the only people you'd see is the people at your work, your family, the grocery store.
For
Now
sure.
you go home, you go to work, see 200 people. Go to this, see these
Bro,
people.
who says Boosie said that? But he was talking about
Bitches.
he's talking about women.
Your husband would only see
Yo.
3 women
Side
at work.
bitch and you.
And now you can pick up your phone and see 10,000
He said, "I
bitches.
see 10,000 bitches that are way better than my bitch." He was like, "Used to, I only see one every now and then." He's like, "Same thing with the girls." He's like, "They
Boosie's,
got 100 motherfuckers."
Boosie's
in the
fucking
DM.
crazy.
Man, shout out Cat Williams.
Shout out Cat Williams.
Big shout out, Cat.
What he said? He said, Uncle Shannon, me and Ludacris was in the room, and he said, 200 million for 20 movies. Fast and Furious is at Fast 10, and I'm here with you, Uncle Shannon.
Yeah. How much percentage wise do you think of that interview was true?
A
All of
large
it.
percentage,
I think
honestly.
lot
about
of it.
5%.
I believe
He
all of it's
probably
real.
he probably
I think
tweeted
that's-
some shit.
I think that's
Cat
somebody-
Williams been doing this.
Yeah, that's
though.
somebody
Yeah.
who knows
In
some
his
shit
skits.
who don't
In
give a
his
fuck.
skits.
Cat Williams been doing this, but people, because he's a
Like the
comedian,
dress
they
shit that he was
satire.
talking about.
Oh, that's
bro,
real.
that shit,
That's
that's just
super
real.
Look at
That's
the baby.
real.
That shit.
Oh, let's do this. This is a discussion I've been waiting to have. The baby was dead for a year and a half. The baby gets on a cross in a diaper, public humiliation, #1 ritual in
That world.
Yeah.
That world.
He gets on a cross. He gets on
We
a
ain't gotta
cross
mention
in a
names.
diaper. A month later, drops a song with Sexy Red, and it was a #2 song in the United States. And now the baby's just some of this name we talk about again. I'm telling you this shit, bro.
That's super real.
Because he said,
Bro, so-
because
think about it, you're rich.
Because he did that
Oh.
shit at the concert and like kicked the gay dude out or whatever, and everybody hated the baby. And then,
And
like
then
Jen said,
got on the
he
cross.
did that sacrificial shit.
You know what I'm saying? You know, blasphemy against
No, that
Jesus
shit's
Christ in a
real.
diaper.
Some crazy shit.
A grown man acting as a child.
And I love the
humiliation.
baby.
You know what I'm saying?
that
That's
shit's
real life, bro.
It's all real. I used to be out and right when this shit went.
Now, granted, his name before the baby was Baby Jesus, and bro changed his name back to Baby Jesus.
But
so
granted-
that was the purpose
But
behind
think about
that.
this. But another thing,
why did he change his name?
Another thing that Cat Williams said.
Because people were trying to cancel him, so he was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm going back to my name." anyways.
Another one thing that Cat Williams said went over a lot of people's heads. He goes, every single black comedian, male comedian you know, has either lost a parent or a child.
It's facts.
Look, Gilly the Kid from $1 Million Worth of Game just signed a contract. His son died a month before he signed that contract. You look at you look at a lot of people. He has the pictures. I saw a list of every picture. Then you got DC Young Fly, who just got his Netflix original, but his wife died. Bro, bro, it's crazy. Cat Williams sat there and broke it down one by one. And he showed Kevin Hart's, one of his parents died right before he got famous. He showed it and broke it down. He showed us without telling us.
Kanye.
He put it on the table and said, here it is, but if you understand, you understand. If you don't, you don't. He's smart as fuck, because he's not like telling us, but he's putting enough on the table for us to be like, all right.
And I love Ye. I love Ye, but Ye might be the most prevalent example of that ever.
His mom.
I hate to say it.
The Kardashians and the Jenners, you look, the best athlete in the world wouldn't turn to a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. That's
Nah,
like a
bro.
sacrifice to me.
And their
If I
dad.
can-
And what happened to their dad? Didn't their dad die by some crazy
They
type of
did.
circumstance?
The Kardashian, bro. I'm telling you,
Robert
bro.
Kardashian
I'm
himself.
telling
Yeah,
you.
because their dad was OJ's lawyer in the whole case. And
No,
shit.
bro, the energy. So whenever this shit first went legal with weed and shit, like I was going out there networking. You know what I mean?
Cali?
Yeah, I was in LA. We had a Airbnb just right 2 blocks south of fucking Hollywood Boulevard, and the energy in that place is different, bro. Like when you really spend some time, like you can go there and you can tourist it, but if you go there and you actually like live amongst like Hollywood, the energy around that shit is weird as fuck.
But you gotta
like,
think
you
about
can
this,
feel it.
and a lot of people
Like,
don't understand
different.
this.
It's different.
A lot of people don't understand that, like, the top 0.00005% people of the world own everything.
Yeah.
People don't understand
most
that.
part, yeah.
They probably own every business. They're multi-billionaires. They own every news station. They own everything. They're literally, they have the world, and they're the closest thing to God that you can get. They can be like, I don't want this on the news. Put this instead. They can push a whole narrative. They can push.
Yeah. That's
People
facts.
don't understand this, that the world, no matter what you want to think or what you want to believe, you're only shown what you're meant to see, and you're only going to know what you're meant to know.
Yeah.
Until you look deeper in that shit, you're never going to know. And to this day, I can have all these conspiracy theories and whatnot. I'll still never know. And that's the thing. And look, you look at Mandela
It blows my
effects.
mind when I start talking about. I was about to say,
But
the
look, you look at
Mandela shit.
Mandela effects. Mandela effects is a purple example of them testing to see if they can delete something from history.
Oh yeah.
Because it's been proven. It's been proven. With Fruit of the
What's
Loom.
that lady?
With Fruit of the Loom.
She
They
just
took.
came
They,
out with that
they put
shit.
that corn stalk. That corn stalk got taken out, and
Yeah.
the company side said we never had that. But then they go back and find it. They did have that.
Oh,
They did have the corn stalk out.
They definitely had that show.
I
for
just
the Loom.
spilled.
But
my
look,
drink.
it's a perfect
Oh,
example.
man.
It's a test to see if they can get rid of the history.
Fuck.
That's what the Mandela effect
I done
is.
fucked up the show. I'm sure.
I was gonna ask you about that too. So I seen the homie, Mr. Let's Link Austin. He had made a post about
Shout out,
showing.
long story short.
Yeah, big shout out. Long story short, big shout out, Mr. Let's Link, our boy Austin. We're gonna have projects come with him. But I seen him make a post about the show
Really?
and give them a shout out and shit too. So what's that all about? I've seen
this
other
the
people
homie
post
Blake.
about that.
He's in the industry. He sells for some farms. He's got some things going, but he's just pushing his brand. You know what I mean? Here recently.
And is he
he's
from
having-
Oklahoma?
Yeah, he's from. I want to say Wagner area.
Okay.
Wagner area.
And brother, I'm talking about is from Arkansas, so maybe that's a
don't
little
know.
bit closer to.
No, so and he does a lot of work out in Tahlequah and border state or
Yeah.
borderline. But no, that's his. I'm not even like super close with him or anything like
Yeah.
that. But I just support his shit. I support everybody.
No, that's
Fucking
dope,
The
yeah.
Hats Rogue Avenue.
The hat's
So
dope too. I was wondering about the hat.
drip is all from Tulsa. Just let's let that be known. So
What's
when
up,
you
the
say I'm
beanie? What's
dick
the
riding,
beanie?
then
What's the
here
beanie?
we
What's
go.
the beanie?
Yeah, what's
Let's
the
go.
beanie?
Let's go to the
Yeah, what's the-
beanie?
what- what's
the
the
beanie
beanie?
is Rogue Avenue. That boy Cam.
So we got the Sean
Shit, I didn't
shirt.
even know what
Got
that
the Sean
is.
shirt
Hey,
from
you're gonna
Blake.
have to show me about the beanie afterwards.
You said what?
You're gonna have to show me about the beanie afterwards. Whose
Yeah,
shit that
it's
is.
I don't know him personally either. But I knew him.
What's the
through
brand called? What's the brand called?
Rogue Avenue.
Rogue Avenue. Okay.
I met him online or Peep Game online from Hustle, Jay Hustle.
Yeah.
He just came home.
Yeah, I know Jay House.
Shout out, he just came home, beat a bid or whatever he had going on. He just came home. But I peeped it off his and then some of the people he fucks with, but they all rap together too. They kind of have that sound that you're talking about. That's like more marketable. No, more the marketable. Not
he just wanted to do it again. He just wanted to do it.
I look at the song where
they-
it's that guy keeps that.
Hustle, he be, singing a little bit and
I know Jay
auto-tuning
Hustle.
and
Jay
stuff.
Hustle was on. Jay Hustle is on Bash the Rapper's album with Mozzie and him.
Lil
That's
Hustle.
real movement. That's real movement. That's real shit. You know what I'm saying?
We are talking about the same Hustle, right?
Jay Hustle. Y'all know who you talking about.
Let me pull out the phone. Let me make sure I'm talking
Oh.
about
You talking about the little light skinned dude who just got out of jail.
Okay, yeah, we're talking about
I
the
know
same
who you
thing.
talking about. He's
Anyway,
always
so
my homie- my
I see
brother
him
Juice.
post the Rogue Avenue. I went up to them boys. Also Rocky, shout out Rocky 2-3 Rocky.
Rocky 3.
Yeah. He fucks with this dude too. That they all clicked up, but
Yeah.
they're pushing brands, bro. Anybody that's pushing a brand and doing all that stuff, I'm trying to support it.
That's where the money
What about the
is.
Even if
pants?
I
What
am
about the
still in
pants?
white
I was about to say,
clothes.
what about the
Oh, no,
pants? The pants from Tulsa?
No, the pants ain't from Tulsa. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have the
and,
deer-
and they're gonna hate on me for wearing the pants.
Man, you
know what I'm
say
saying?
you just
But
talked to
whatever.
Coach. You gotta have the deer lovers on, man.
I got those
Deer
waiting. I got
lovers
those
go
waiting
with
at
that.
rumors right now.
Okay,
I got them on. I got them
okay.
on hold. Size 32. They only had 132. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, "Hey, hold
Shout out
those."
Deer Lover.
Shout out to
You know what it
Shout out
is.
rumors. Rumors has it.
Facts.
Shout out the Racks too.
Shout out the Racks.
We got. I have another special type of video coming soon with the rumors and the racks and all the different consignment shops in Tulsa.
Shit's
So that'll be
hard.
something else coming up soon.
Shit's hard, man.
And-
All that shit is the move, bro. And then, like you all said, I feel like this is like the one time I've ever seen people actually being able to put a movement together and try to incorporate multiple different businesses. And that's why I'm trying to bring the weed to it, because I don't know anybody else out here trying to bring the weed to it. Or if they are, they're not really like connected with nobody from the streets or like
and you're doing the right thing with it. Like, you're actually going to events, and rather than like most, I don't want to say like most companies, but a large majority of them, they're just going out there with a tent and putting it up, and they're actually selling the shit to people, and it's just like a business, like any other business, and they might get some interactions, they might not. Yeah. Whereas you're just going out there and actually interacting with people and like talking to them face to face, and you know, you're in the mix.
Yeah, man, it's
completely different.
Trying to do it a little different. Like I said, I soaked a lot. I can't even take credit for it. I soaked a lot of game up from Cali, just being out there, bro. We all do. That's the world in general. But like seeing how they do stuff, how they market, how they try to bring people to it, it's like that's what's going on right now. And people are doing it with the clothes. The clothes thing is crazy to me. Merch is the new move. Like since everybody likes to look good now, you know, like merch is a whole new wave.
You got things, especially for an artist too, and you sign to a label and they take half your credit earnings. As an artist, if you sign to a label and give up your rights, that means the only money you make is off shows and merch.
Yeah. A
lot of people don't know that. Like NBA YoungBoy, his first contract, he didn't make no money off his music, only off merch. And now that NBA YoungBoy's independent,
some shit about that.
I tell people all the time.
He still got some type of deal. You didn't watch that Bootleg Kev interview?
But like the thing I know about NBA,
I think it might be like more of a distribution deal at this point.
The thing about NBA YoungBoy is, like, I was telling people, I was like, when NBA YoungBoy, if you don't sign a deal, he's gonna get murked. Them rich white folk can get you gone. You seen Jeff Epstein? Jeff Epstein? When Jeff Epstein got arrested, he went to federal prison.
Right. He pointed at this motherfucker mid-sentence like, is he not white?
but listen, Jeff Epstein, for example, I'm just gonna say this, I ain't gonna get deep in this shit. I'm just, for example, Jeff Epstein, out of the island, molesting kids, selling kids. When he went to federal prison, the 1 week he was in prison, the night he died, all the cameras in the building went out for an hour. The cameras came back on. Yeah, bro. He was gone.
That is facts, yeah. That's facts.
All this shit is facts.
Motherfuckers
what do you think about
Empire? Every rapper on there, shit is dead.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think that's
Young Dolph, Draco the Ruler, Draco the Ruler. They got all this shit.
Draco, my two favorite rappers.
You know what they call? They're insurance claims. They're insurance claims.
Shout out Grove Hero. Y'all follow Grove Hero?
Yeah, I know Grove Hero.
I fuck with Grove Hero.
But they're insurance claims. They get all that money, then put it towards.
What do you think about Juke?
Juke?
I fuck with Juke.
No, not that. Shout out Juke 21K, but Juke that just got killed. Yo Gotti's brother, big brother.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, I don't know shit about that though.
Long lived off, man.
Hey, yeah, facts. Long lived off, facts.
That's that get back.
They
go around, come around.
Everyone who's had something to do with it is either dead or in
jail.
Bro,
the day Dolph died, Yo Gotti's family's house got shot up. His grandma's got shot up. Literally the same day, within hours of Dolph dying.
So shit, like we were talking about with the collaborations and things like that. I know you're doing a lot of things with a lot of different people. So something I wanted to ask you is just like a random question. Is like, if you could do a collaboration with anybody, any celebrity in the entire world, who would it be? Like whether it be like you want to come out with like a special pack with them, or you wanted to do some type of promotion or whatever it may be.
I'll answer for him. Jensen the Motive, you know. just say it.
Yeah. Who's somebody you feel like you could really mesh with? It could be fucking Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Marshall Mathers.
Bro, I swear to God, I've never even thought about that. You know, we was talking about YoungBoy though. I don't know if this is incriminating, but I sold weed to them. So when they had the show here,
yeah,
remember back like 2021, 2020?
The YoungBoy collab would be crazy.
That would be dumb. So that's the only thing that I've ever thought of. Like, and he stayed up in the room. He was on FaceTime with, I don't know if you guys know Ben 10, his homie Ben 10. Or any of his crew.
I know G3.
I know the cartoon motherfucker with the watch.
I know Denton.
You know Denton.
The motherfucker with the Glock.
But no, so I didn't know none of these people either. I didn't know none of these. Montana, all of them. I don't know if you heard of NBA.
I know Montana. Yeah, I know them.
So they're all there. You know what I mean? So they were outside, but he stayed up in the room. But that would be the only person I ever even had the thought of. Like whenever it happened at that time, like damn, that'd be something crazy if I could get something going with them.
Yeah. But I was
just being done. I was just selling them some weed so they could smoke while they were
Jin
there.
don't smoke weed. You sell weed to Jin. That's a legendary achievement.
Shout out my boy Jamil. He's in Phoenix right now.
Damn it.
Then we're gonna pass Jin. But no, shout out my boy Jamil. He was
retarded.
How that happened was he was they stayed at the Hyatt and my boy was events manager. Okay. Or conductor, whatever the fuck they do for that. So whenever he came in, it was like if you need anything at all, you know what I mean, and they actually bid on it. But
Bid on it.
bid
That's
on
kind of
it.
racist.
Wow. So no, collabs wise, bro, I've never thought about that. I've only thought about local shit because, like, no bullshit, and it can sound corny, but I'm really on some, like, I hope somebody from Oklahoma makes this shit. Like,
No, I feel you completely. I'm on
even
the
if it
same
ain't me,
shit.
if I can be a part of their movement, like, I'm on it. If I thought it was, like, you know, anything else is, like, so commercial and everybody's kind of done, like, a collab where they have their own weed or whatever in a commercial way, like, that I'm not with it. I like the High Tolerances. Shout out High Tolerance. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's in LA. All these people that are getting with the more underground type scene. You were showing me some music just now, like people may not even know, that like may have their own chance to blow, and I'd rather be part of that come up. You know what I mean? And then the bigger people find out about what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do through that.
A lot of people's careers are made that way, though.
No, I understand that completely.
What do you guys think would be the craziest collab?
Honestly, I've thought about it a lot before because, like, I've just thought
For
about
some
it.
weed and like a person. Like,
Well, no,
weed or, like, some
I've
shit
just
I
thought
wanna
about
do?
it. I've thought about it.
I guess
in the
collab in
sense-
general, not
The
even just
biggest
the weed.
collab for me, I feel like if me and Nate ever sat down with Joe Rogan, that would be like.
See, okay,
that's
so
the
yeah,
peak.
yeah, so Jen's on the same path as me. I've
Not
thought
Theo
about
Von?
it.
Theo Vaughn too. I love
Yeah,
Theo Vaughn.
I've always thought about it in the sense of like,
This shit would be so crazy.
who could we get? Who
I'd
could
love to be around.
who
like
could
that.
we get as a guest on our podcast? You know, and like who I would mesh really well with as
I
far
wanna
as
have
like somebody
Thanksgiving
who's
with
like
Phil
super
Sosa.
big.
Phil Sosa.
So
Phil
like,
Sosa. We're supposed to have Thanksgiving with Phil Sosa. He fell through.
as far as like somebody super big who I think like I could have as a guest on the pod and maybe mesh super good with, I don't know. I'd say like Johnny Manziel would be
Fuck.
one for sure. I think that'd be a crazy guest on the podcast.
Pablo Escobar.
Oh no, Zach Bryan, like Zach Bryan's another
Zach-
one, and that's probably
Lil Wayne.
and that's probably
It's like it can go anywhere. You can go anywhere with
and
it.
that's probably someone that like most people wouldn't expect. I mean, like you were talking about the young boy, like as far as like that'd be like my top goal. Like he was saying Joe Rogan, that'd be like my top goal of like a guest on the pod would be like Johnny Manziel or Zach Bryan. Those are two people that like would be really interesting
I
to
just
me.
thought of
that I feel
answer
like
to
I
your
could
question.
actually like really talk to well and shit. You know.
Snoop Dogg.
No, yeah. Nah,
Bro, this motherfucker's
damn, I just
stupid.
lost it too.
You're a piece of shit, bro.
No, but for the podcast though, for me, my dream podcast. I don't know. I feel like my dream podcast would be anybody that gets on here and fucks with Jen.
No, I'm saying as far as like somebody you've always been like a fan of, you're like, I feel like I can actually like fuck with this person on a personal level.
Oh, fucking LeBron James. Bro, if I got to sat down and talk to LeBron James, I'd be, you know how many arguments I got with over LeBron
Yeah, that's what I'm
James?
saying. That
I
shit
was
would
about
be
to
dope.
say on the
James.
weed collab shit. I think any athlete be the one of the
Any
first
athlete.
to get an athlete.
Bro, tell me the Johnny Manziel pack wouldn't go crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
the
Johnny Manziel,
If you had the Johnny football, that's literally what it would be called, as Johnny football. It'd have to be called Johnny
That'd be
football,
hard.
bro.
That'd be so hard.
That shit would be crazy. Bro, you make some
And he just
moon
came out with
rocks.
that. He just came out with
Bro,
that.
but if we're
fucking-
talking weed,
Bro, make
though,
some moon rocks in like the shape of a football and call them the
But I feel
Johnny
like
football.
in weed though, I feel like you made an FBG duck pack. I'll smoke that bitch every day.
Oh my god, bro! What the fuck?
Fuck 63rd.
Everyone in Chicago already smoked it up. It's
What
gone.
the
It's gone. I promise. It's
Fuck,
gone.
man.
No, but
He
Drake
said,
collab.
he said, I didn't sign up for this
No.
shit.
Sign up
No,
for this.
no, Drake
We're gonna get hate
collab. But
mail
I feel
from
like
fucking
if
the
me,
rack.
I need to have a face to face with Ric Flair. I feel like me and Ric Flair.
A Ric Flair weed strain would be the fucking woo.
Bro,
That would be
Just call it
crazy.
woo.
Bro, I want to do a face to face with Ric Flair.
Damn.
Cause I know Ric Flair's probably done so many fucking drugs. He's probably
And
done
so many women.
He's probably been so many women.
He said-
Ric Flair could probably answer all the problems in my life.
He said, "I'm a high flying, jet riding."
Son of a gun. That boy Lil
Oh,
Nate spent
shit.
more money on Desirano than these motherfuckers made.
Literally.
There's like
I-
y'all can't see it, but there's hella bodies.
Anybody who hasn't been to the
I've
house,
spent at least most motherfuckers' mortgages on Disaronno.
people who come to the house don't realize this is
I
just
thought
a
it was
corner.
called Di Serono.
Whatever you want to call it, I drink it. I need the sponsorship.
Make it vouch. Anybody who comes and does a podcast with us, they never see this side of the room. So everything that comes in, they be like,
They don't see it. They don't see it.
y'all don't
Oh,
understand. To the right of us, I call it up David and Buster's. I call
So you know, we were speaking on the collabs, we were speaking on everything you got going. So, what would you say like your end goal for 2024 would be? What do you want to accomplish with everything you got going by the end of this year?
All the collabs go through. So if I hit you up about a collab,
if you see the fucking Weekend Warriors strain in the dispensary,
if you say you're smoking on
you know that the
gin,
collab went through.
All the collabs go through.
You're smoking on Lil Nate, not me.
You're smoking on wood.
She's smoking on Nate for sure.
Not gin.
We're smoking Nate.
I'll be damned.
Hey,
What OG Dino say?
as long as y'all are
I'm
buying
sorry.
it, you can smoke whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
It's gonna
Smoke
be
Nate.
y'all are gonna get the biscotti. Which one was that?
Geeked out my body. Back with full of
Gelato
biscotti.
biscotti cross that ain't got a name. So we'll just put Weekend Warriors by,
Hey, there you go.
by Weekend Warriors, or the Gelato biscotti
Yeah.
by Weekend Warriors, or loved by.
So mainly just for the collabs and things like that
The
to go
collabs,
through.
and then I'd say personal wise, stop cussing so much.
Hey, that's a good one. Is that like your New Year's resolution type
I don't
shit?
do the resolutions,
Yeah.
but like, fuck, dude, you ask me anything that I want to,
I cuss every sentence.
anything that I want to happen for myself, like shit, that would be one of them, bro. I'd be cussing like
Yeah.
a motherfucker, like it's
You
just
know,
part of the language.
I'm guilty of it too, you know. Hey, this has honestly been a crazy pod. We went in all different types of directions. I've enjoyed it, but shit, we're running kind of late on time. But shit, you know, we've been here with our boy Casey today. It's episode 25 of the Weekend Warriors. We covered all different types of topics. This is definitely interesting.
Shout out
one.
Flavor Chasers, shout out Rain Garden.
Big shout out Flavor Chasers. I appreciate bro giving us his time. You know,
Look
like
up
I
the IG,
said,
Tulsa's favorite plug. We ain't
Yo.
even said that. Oh yeah, we did. We talked about that.
I'm gonna have all that on there too at the beginning of the video. Tulsa's favorite plug. Definitely go tap in with bro's IG.
What's
He has
the
all
next
types
event?
of shit going on.
What's the next
We got
event?
events. Well, it's not gonna, the video ain't
Yeah,
gonna be
the
on time. We got events.
But hey,
tomorrow.
we'll have a video for that event too.
We're gonna pop out tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're
the
talking about
Racks.
your show tomorrow.
Hey, Weekend
At the
Warriors Comedy Night at the Racks, hosted by Evan Hughes. We'll have a video for that as well. We have Mike Tassion's birthday bash coming up.
EP3 invited us to January 27th.
SP3 event coming up. We have the Weekend Warriors Winter Beer Olympics coming up. All different types of things in the works. But
2v2 basketball tournament. I'm gonna have the forums out for that soon. So be ready.
It's been the Weekend Warriors, episode 25. Here with our boy Casey, signing off.
I've been trapping all day, couldn't get away from my dope scale. I'm a cold stunner, road runner, you got no bells. More money, I need more sales. Make it hell, make it rain shells. I'm a trap, make this money till my hand down. Keep it strapped, run up on me, send them straight to hell. Glock 27 compact, this bitch handheld. Try to rob me, boy, pull my gun, then your man's bail. Keep my mouth closed, little bitch, but I know you would tell. Get into it all day, I don't care about nothing else. How you smoking mids, boy? I'm smoking big, boy. Yeah, my brother got that sick, boy. You know he kill, boy. And you know you ain't gon' drill, boy. You make no real noise. And